Greetings, class. This is Professor Bold, Associate Professor in Practice in the School of Social Work, and I am coming to you here in the middle of summer to record this syllabus review. I've already provided another video for you in the Start Here area. If you've not watched that video, please go back and go to Start Here, pulled up for you here, and click there and watch that video so that you can understand how to better navigate this course. This course is Lifespan Development and Human Behavior in the School of Social Work, 2302-004. And welcome to the class again. And I wanted to take some time to go over the syllabus with you. And we will do that very quickly now. I'm clicking there on syllabus, and then when I get there, I'm going to click on the lifespan. And before I get started, I want to let you know that this particular version of the syllabus could change between now and when school starts on August I believe it's the 22nd is when school starts. So there may be a slightly different version of this, but overall the assignments are the same and the information is very similar, so you shouldn't have too much trouble on that. I believe school starts on Wednesday, the August the 22nd, and again, this is the first page of the syllabus, and it's got my information there. Also, I'm not sure if you're aware, but all of your professors should have this area here that says Mentis UTA public profile. If you that into copy and put that into your web browser, you should be able to see more information about courses that your professors have taught and some of their professional information, which can be very valuable to you if you're seeking mentors in various different areas and things like that. I'm available. I have office hours by appointment. I'm fairly, very accessible actually over email. So really the best way to contact me is over email. This particular phone number that's here is the phone number that reaches the administrative assistant in the School of Social Work. And sometimes I'm available, but sometimes I'm not. And so it's really easier to catch me on email, and I have a notification on my phone about that, and I'll usually get back to you pretty quick, at least within 24 to 48 hours is what you can expect. Okay, I want to go over the description of the course content. This is actually the second of two courses that we teach here in the School of Social Work. And let me back up and say that currently on this syllabus, you will see it as, 3302, and you are actually in 2302. They just changed that number, so don't be deceived by that number. You're in 2302, you're in the right place, or make sure on your MyMab that you're registered for the right place, and it should say either 2302 or 3302, and you're in section 004 with LaShawn Bold, and pretty soon that'll say Associate Professor in Practice. So the description of this course, this is one of two required human behavior courses for the School of Social Work. The first one is 3301, which is theories, and you may be taking that at the same time, and that's okay. However, you want to make sure that you're reading at about the same pace. You might want to think about, you don't have to do it this way, but you might want to think about looking at your 3301 just prior to looking at your 2302, because there are similarities and they overlap just a little bit. But you should be okay. If you have any questions with the assignments or anything like that, let me know. The main key to this course is keeping up with the readings, and if you're able to do that, that's good. The other thing that I want to point out about an online course is really it requires you to read for detail and understanding, and it won't be sort of just as easy as a click or that type of thing. It's going to be a little more reading on your part than you might be used to in this particular class. So it's one of two courses, and we explore the strengths and empowerment-based perspective, knowledge of the psychosocial development of persons from birth to death. This class is very, very interesting as far as the subject matter. I always get a lot of compliments on this class from students who enjoy just coming at helping others from this particular angle. We feel in the School of Social Work that in order to apply the ethical principles and apply professional practice, you really need to know what people are about in their environments. So both of the courses, 3301, 3302/2302, are and look at what the human experience is really like. In this particular class with Lifespan, we start with before we're born, and actually in the womb, all the way through the passing away or the death experience. So it's very, very interesting. You will notice too on your syllabus that there are these educational policies. It's important to understand that the School of Social Work, the Council of Social Work Education, requires us to have certification in order to teach in areas of the School of Social Work. So this is an accredited program where you will learn about actually how to apply the ethics and the critical thinking that are required by the Council of Social Work Education. So you want to look through these learning outcomes and see, what is it I'm going to learn here? What is the expectation? And this syllabus serves as our document that these are the things you're going to learn in this class, but it's also what you agree to participate in. So you're agreeing to complete all of the activities in this class so that you can be a quality in the field that you're in, that you will understand social work at a level that qualifies you to discuss the things we're talking about. So we'll talk about culture, we'll talk about research-informed practice, we'll talk about human behavior, what that means. We're going to talk about various things that will shape your practice. And in this class, again, it's an overview of the life. And all of those things when you're working with people will shape your area of social work practice. Okay, you have a textbook. This is the textbook that is required for the class. And there are a couple of other recommendations that I made. You need to be able to access an APA. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary that you need to purchase an APA manual, but you need to be familiar with APA and writing. And so for that reason, we give you the opportunity to get to know expert Dr. Chris Kilgore. And I want to briefly also show you where some of these resources are at UTA. So I'm going to put in, hang on, UTA, and I'm just going to put in SSW. And I'll show you how to get to the School of Social Work. So here we are at the website for the School of Social Work. I want to encourage you, if you have not visited this website, you should, and you need to, because it's going to be very helpful to you. Let's look at current students. And if you go to writing resources, you may be asked to access this page in one or all of your classes. Here is Dr. Chris Kilgore, and he has a virtual office, so that means he can meet with you in person, online, all kinds of ways. So he is one of the greatest assets that we have in the School of Social Work. And the fact that he is so accessible to students is pretty fascinating. He's familiar with a lot of our social work assignments, and he'll be able to take a look at what your writing level is, and well, not level, but your writing abilities, and what areas you can work on various assignments. So he may be able to look at your assignments specifically. So he also has online webinars, and for an online class, I may require you to look at those webinars, but I'm not sure that I have that requirement yet, but I may do that. Also, with regard to writing, if you are writing one of my assignments and I kick it back to you and say, you need to relook at this, I may suggest that you visit with Dr. Kilgore. That may be a requirement for improving your assignment or improving your grade on an assignment. So there is that, and you'll want to know how to locate him. Okay, I'm flipping back over to our syllabus. And the next section is the description of major assignments and examinations. You have a group presentation in this course. And right now, I know you're saying, wow, how do you do a group in an online course? Let me first say it's been done many times. It is possible, and it doesn't require necessarily that you meet in person. There are many tools online in Blackboard that allow you to meet with a group and share documents and that type of thing. But you may also find that you have another tool like Google Docs or something like that that allows you to communicate with your classmates. I want to encourage you to first try the UTA resources that are there for these assignments and for this group presentation. This is very specific, and so you want to look at the syllabus first, go there first, and then the specifics will also be on Blackboard, but the best place to start is with the syllabus almost all the time. So this talks about that you need to choose a group leader and a professional group name. I have instructions for how to do that, so don't panic yet. And working in small groups, what the assignment requires. So I want to encourage you to first get in your group. Do not start this assignment the first day, and do not expect to be finished with the assignment the first week. A lot of people who take online classes think this is going to be easy breezy. I'm just going to get it all done the first week. I would not suggest that. I would suggest that you pace yourself, you get yourself a good day timer, and pace out how you want to do this. And maybe because you may have other classes and other obligations. So you may want to block off some time on your day timer to show where you need to work on this class or this assignment, that assignment. And that's for you to organize. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do that, but that's really the best thing, is to pace yourself week by week and try to accomplish the things that are due in each week. There is time. The syllabus is created to provide you with time and some flexibility there, and online classes are certainly flexible, but you will need to meet in a group, and that is not optional at this time. For this one paper. Okay, so you have a group presentation in this class, which is worth 25% of your grade. Part of the grade also is providing feedback to your other group members. So you're going to make sure that everyone is participating and that you participate fully so that you can have some positive and constructive group feedback. We also have, we'll be posting those presentations on Blackboard, and other students will be able to see those and discuss those as well and give you some feedback there. There is a major paper, which is a case study in this class, and that I provide two options for that. One is to conduct an in-person interview with someone. I do not suggest that that is a family member. I would suggest, or someone very close to you, I would suggest that it can be an interview with someone who it's not that close to you. But I understand if you need to and you feel like it will not sever your relationship to conduct an interview with them in a social work manner about personal things. Anyway, I will let you figure out how you want to do that case study. The option 2 is that I've provided a specific movie. However, students will need to rent that movie. And I believe it is called, well, Tarantino, I think it is, but I've given some, the exact name is escaping me right now. But I've given it online as the specific name of the movie, and the whole assignment is there with very specific information. But I've chosen one movie, and you can do the exact same assignment in option 2. So you get to choose one or 2. Okay. Be sure you look at Blackboard for the details. Anytime it says details are on Blackboard, definitely look there because there's a lot more information there. You have 10 short quizzes that are based on the course materials and the course textbooks. So you want to keep up with those every week, keep up with your readings. And then there are activities. I have activities for the grade, as well as a couple of discussion boards that will be included there also. So you want to make sure that you're keeping up with those things. I believe there are only, at this time, 2 discussion boards. I do have quite a bit of extra credit sometimes that I will offer. Currently in this class, I'm not sure how much is there up on Blackboard yet, but hopefully you are ready to get into the course and not quite the extra credit yet. But as things appear during the semester, I may offer extra credit activities. I know there's a lot of things going on in the fall, and that's something that we do. Obviously, attendance is not required in this class because it's an online class. However, each week begins on a Tuesday and ends on a Monday. So most of the things that you'll have due are due Monday at 11:59. That may be different than some of your other courses if you're taking another professor. They may have a different day to turn things in. You'll want to keep up with your day timer or whatever tool you're using to keep up with your classes to make sure you understand when things are due. But most of my things will be due on Mondays at 11:59 unless it says otherwise. So be sure you know what the dates are. Here is the grading for this class, 25%, 20%, 15%, 20%. It's important that you understand, too, that when you look on Blackboard, you may see some of the grades that look like points. And so do not go by points, go by the student average when you look in Grade Center on for your grade. You'll look at student average, and here is the delineation of how those grades are spread out through what the average means. Okay. There's the extra credit. This has some more information about what's expected from your papers, and if you have a late assignment, I don't accept assignments after 7 days or late. Again, keep this syllabus nearby so that you will understand what's expected. If you do not turn in an assignment for this course, it is possible that you cannot pass this course, particularly the major assignments. It is very important that you attempt all of the assignments in this class. Do not think that, if I don't do this one, then I can still get a B or that kind of thing. No, because this is an accredited program and we want everyone to be successful in their career later, we need to make sure that some of these assignments are completed. So be sure you do that. Some more information about late assignments there. Repeated that a couple of times. Okay, here is the course schedule, and it talks about our first day of class is actually on Wednesday the 21st, but our actual first week of when things will be due is going to be in Module 2. So I've already mentioned that in the Start Here video, but I want to make sure you understand that our first day of class is there. And you can start the class on the 22nd if you want, but the modules actually begin in week 2. So that's where you'll find all the assignments, and that's why you won't see necessarily a Module 1 there in Blackboard. Okay, each week goes over the chapters and what is expected. And this particular class sort of rolls through the chapters very evenly, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some courses you'll have, they skip around, but you always want to pay attention to what chapters do. I want to point out, too, that sometimes the syllabus is a little bit crooked, and that's my fault. I have tried several times to reformat some of these charts and things like that, and it just doesn't work too well. So there, if it looks a little crooked, it's okay. just follow it. From time to time, you will also see that the dates might be confusing or off, and that would also be designer error, and I can make some of those corrections. So if you see something strange like that you don't understand, just email me and we'll get it fixed. And if it needs to be fixed on the syllabus, I'll fix it and repost it and let everybody know. And it's okay. It's not going to be, excuse me, I just hit my computer. It's not going to be a huge deal. We can make changes there if we need to. Put that out. Okay, you have some other areas here that I want to point out too, student support services. And sometimes students get overwhelmed and you need to talk to somebody. And our CAPS program, which is the Center for Counseling and Psychological Services, has a lot of great resources. So you might want to jot these numbers down, put them in your cell phone, or put these things down, or even click there. If you click there, it'll take you there, and you can see what all benefits they have for you there. It can be very helpful to you. So I want to make sure that you know what's available to you. Here's some more information at the general library. And then, of course, I showed you where Chris Kilgore is. Here's the drop policy. Be sure you understand that. And then accommodations. If you have a letter of accommodations, if you'll send that to me, email that to me, that'll be fine. And here's some more information about the counseling psychological services as well. Here's some more policies of the university, such as the discrimination policy and the Civil Rights Act, and some of those other situations that may cause difficulty for students. We actually have policies about those things. We also have an honor code, and here it is. I would encourage you to know what that is, and some information about electronic communication. Campus Carry, you will have a student feedback survey at the end of the semester, and I hope that you will provide input there and let us know how we're doing. And there's some information on finals week is in your course schedule. Okay, I'm going to back out of this now and go back to the page where you would find the syllabus and move my little picture down there. Okay, and here's a picture of the course text there as well. So I hope you have a fantastic semester. I know that's been a little bit of a lengthy syllabus review. There will be information provided in the course materials. You may not have necessarily a video on every activity, but I want you to ask questions if you have them, and email me those. And if it's one that everyone needs to know, then I can let the group know that we all have a question about that. Also, sometimes when we do the quizzes and things like that, there will be odd glitches that come up. Either your computer stops working or just strange things. If you email me those things, I may send you to the IT department if it's a computer situation, or if I think it can be fixed on Blackboard, I can look into it. So have a great semester. I'm really glad you're taking this class, and I look forward to meeting you.